I will talk about modules in batch scripts, but there is very little to say because the most important thing to know is that in batch scripts, when you need to use something, run something there, if you used a module to get, for instance, MATLAB or R or something, you also need to load it in the batch script. And if you want to run something you have compiled, that is actually dependent on the center. So the safe thing I would say is to simply load the modules you used. But at some centers, it's not required for that. But if you're running R, Python, MATLAB, GROMACS, anything that is using a software module that's installed, you need to load the module and it needs to be the same version within the batch script as it was if you were running it on the command line. So I'm going to show you a few small examples. I'm going to take the PDC one. So I will not explain what things does otherwise here because there will be the course in the afternoon where we talk about that. But what you can see here, and now it is for some reason not. Okay, now it's working. So you just load the same module as you would have loaded if you're running it on the command line. So load the module and then you can run. So it's exactly as if it was on the command line. The only thing is to know that you cannot do anything interactively in a bash script. And that means that if you are loading some data, if you are have some variables or anything input, you have to do that in the batch script as well because it's non-interactive. For MPI jobs, there is one more thing to know, which is that in general, you run it with srun. There is some differences. I don't remember which center it is that uses MPP run instead. It might actually be NSC. But other than that, you just add srun in front of it and you load modules that are with MPI. So they have to be parallelized. For GPUs, you load the GPUs and don't load the GPUs. You tell the script that it should tell the batch system, I want a GPU and I want this many and I want this type. When you have done that, you load the modules again. And in this case, it's important that you load a module that is compiled for GPUs. For instance, it could be number or something. So load that module and then run it as if you were running on the command line. In the exercises folder, there are a number of examples that you could do. There's add list. These are Python scripts. You can just run them on the command line if you want to. But if they are slightly longer, they should be run in a batch script. And you can create a batch script from these examples here, or you can wait until the afternoon and hear more about it. Here is a description of what the exercises are. And yeah, it is simply take the serial batch script and figure out what modules are mentioned as needed for running these Python scripts. So that's simply load what you would need to load to run this Python script on the command line. And then you put that into the batch script. If it's a parallel, put srun. We will talk much more about this in the afternoon. So, but let's see, it's 11:50.